Hi, everybody. Welcome to our first Plan with Me with Bloom. Well, our first of 2024. Um, my name's Caitlin, and this is Meredith.
Hi.
So we're just so excited to be here to hang out with you. This is our January Plan with Me. Our intention for tonight is to have a little bit more of like a casual hangout time. Um, And yeah, we're going to talk about habit tracking. We're going to talk about some different ideas, things that you can find that are pre-printed, things that tips on how you can make some of your own. I have some free ready to go, and Meredith is going to make something like while we're watching. So she's going to be doing the actual like plan with me part, and I'm going to kind of narrate and answer questions and ask you guys questions because we want to hear what you guys like to track, all of the kind of fun habit tracker things. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Like I said, our goal is to be pretty casual. Um, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over. Mare's going to switch her camera. And let's see. There we go. So, one second, let me get this. I want to show you guys some of the possible freebies that we have available on our website. And perfect. So, when you come on to bloomplanners.com, there is either at the top if you're on a desktop or if you hit the little menu bar, there's a section for freebies on our website. And we're going to be talking a lot about this resource for you guys, the free printables and downloads. So when we talk about that, I put the link in the group, like the group words are hard today. I put it on the Bloom Planners page, like the Facebook page, not in the group, and on the YouTube channel, just because I wouldn't let me edit. But if you just go to bloomplanners.com and then go to the freebies, or all the way at the bottom, it's down there as well, the freebie section, all of our different planners are there for you. But we're going to take a closer look at those.
I think we lost your audio for a second there, Caitlin.
We did. Let me see. That's fine. I'll just talk for a while. Yeah, so you walk us through your sketches that you have.
Yeah, so initially the way that I start kind of doing different designs in bullet journals is I do some research. I love to use Pinterest a lot. There's all sorts of great ideas on there just by searching like booho journal or bullet journal or like habit tracking or like dot journal. There's all sorts of things that come up. So I kind of browse through there and I see what kind of like piques my interest. And then from there, I try to give it my own spin because I don't really like copying anyone's designs exactly. But yeah, so I just kind of was sketching today different designs here. So I had one for like tracking your phone usage, one for tracking like daily highlights. So like every day you would write like one good thing that happened. For me personally, I would love to draw every single day, but it doesn't always happen. But tracking that would be amazing. And it would be really fun to like fill in all the colors. on this design. And then a daily spending tracker to see like where you're spending your money every day, if at all. The goal is to not spend every day, but we do
Great goal to
sometimes.
have.
um, and then this one is more of like to remind you of like monthly tasks or daily tasks that you need to do. Things like did I get an oil change, or um, have I washed my sheets on my bed, like things like that that are kind of like chore oriented. And then I know a lot of people miss the password log in our planners, so I was gonna show how to like create your own design for that and be able to still track all your passwords for different websites and stuff. And then this one was inspired by someone in our community. Dana posted a really cute picture of her vision board for the year, and she had like all these stickies with little quotes and stuff on them. So I thought it'd be really cute to have like a bullet journal page of just like inspirational quotes that you can always flip back to and read and just remind yourself of like something positive that day. And then we also have monthly memories. So each month you would jot down or draw something that's memory related, or that's a good memory that you want to remember. So those are just some random ideas that I saw on Pinterest and kind of twisted to make my own idea for a bullet journal.
That's super fun. And I think something you and I talked about earlier today is I know it can seem, at least for me, it can seem daunting when I looked and I saw these inspiration ones and they're like so beautiful and artistic. And it got a little overwhelming for me of like, I don't think mine's going to look like that. So when I saw you like pre-sketching and planning, it made me feel better that like, even, you know what I mean, for a graphic designer, somebody who
Yeah.
does this all the time, to know that you still like sketch and practice
Oh yeah.
is
Yeah.
like so nice to see.
Yeah, I always like use this like cheap paper and I just like sketch out like all like the little details and stuff just to get like a good idea of what I want to do on the actual page. And even when I go from like thumbnail sketch to the page, I always start in pencil. I know a couple people were like commenting like I only write in pencil because I'm scared, and I'm like me too. Like I always start in pencil and then I'll go back over it with marker or pen once it's all how I want it.
I love that. Jesse left us a comment that I love. It says, we do something similar with a gratitude jar, keeping Post-its and a pen next to a jar where we write good things down and then we can read them at the end of the year. So yeah, I agree. A sheet like that or something to track in your planner where you can write all the things you're grateful for would be an amazing thing to have as a tracker.
Yeah, I love that.
Perfect. Thanks, Jesse. All right. Well, if you want to start sketching and dive in, Mare, I'm gonna share some of the stuff that I prepared, some of the printout things and some different options just to share with you guys.
Sure.
All right. So first, I want to talk about the trackers that come in the planner, right? So this is my hardcover standard planner. But all of our planners, I believe, all the regular ones have the habit tracking circle and they have the monthly tasks. So you can see I have mine kind of pre-filled out. I put like January was more water. Obviously, this is not an accurate representation because I did like all the way through March, or like this one we did through the year. But these are just examples. This is my like fun decorating one. So there's lines here where you can write each month one habit that you want to track for that month. We also have a habit tracker. So if you're like, well, I need one of these for each month, look into the habit tracker. But the ideal situation is that you're tackling one habit at a time, and you can track just with a marker or a pen and fill in your colors as you go around. We also have those monthly tasks, so more like Meredith was saying, where, did you get your oil change? Is there, donating a bag of clothes, deep cleaning your fridge? And you can just mark with those as you go. with markers or stickers. And I'll show you some fun sticker ideas and stuff later too. But so those are the trackers that come in the planner ready to go. But some other ideas, I personally love the idea of a mood tracker. So this is one of the freebies we have on our website. So it's that Feelin' Moody with the cactus, and you make your own, it's on this side, you make your own little color key, and then you can fill in each day of the month with that color. So I thought that that was very cute. But I also know that not everybody wants to print out and put things. Some people want to make stuff their own. And so this was my attempt at a mood tracker. So I took a T-square ruler, which looks like this. If you don't have one, it's a savior for these kinds of projects. And a marker. And I, on every half centimeter mark, I made a little mark and then just made my own grid. But if you were working in like a dot journal like Meredith is, you can use the dots that are already there.
I was gonna say, like, having a clear ruler is such a
Yeah,
game changer with this. Like,
yep,
I was always using like one of the metal ones and I couldn't see like how far down or like what I was doing. And these are just like a lifesaver.
yeah, agreed. And I have a small one and a big one. And I know that probably seems like silly, like you probably really only need one, but it is helpful to have different sizes or to have two. Yeah, see, Meredith.
I also have two.
Yeah. And mine is just like the big one is just like a cheap one from Walmart or whatever. It's cracked, but it doesn't matter. It does the job. But yeah, so I just made my own grid and I just have the letters of the month here. There's 30 across. I decided I didn't care if the 31st day got cut off. But you can make your own little key at the bottom and fill these in. I've seen people call this a year in pixels, which I think is cute, having all the little grids as like the pixelized year. Um, but yeah, these rulers that have the thing on the end, these are a T-square ruler. So if you look up T-square, you'll find it. Yeah, thank you for your question. Something else that I grabbed that I thought was cool. This is the debt tracker from our website. So it's colored like a mountain. There's another version that's like a flower. But you put your what kind of debt it is, how much you're trying to break down. There's 100 little spaces here to color. So you divide your total by 100, and then, which I don't think is what I did. Maybe I did. And then you put your start date and you fill it out. But I printed mine out instead of being a full sheet of paper. I printed mine out smaller so that I could leave an inspirational note to myself. I wrote, just remember how stressed you feel when the bill comes and imagine how free you'll feel when it's all gone. You can do this. So it was kind of like my own we talked about at the beginning of the year, that letter to yourself at the front of your planner. This was kind of like a mini letter to myself, just for motivation when these trackers seem hard or you want to give up, having something there to kind of like push yourself more. I love that idea. But if all of this is, you're just like, that's a lot. I also just took a ruler and made a very simple, this size planner is perfect for this because the lines are pretty much 6 inches across. So I could just mark out, 1-inch increments. And I just made my right decluttering. I'm doing one bag to donate a month. And then if you don't want to do markers, I know a lot of people love markers, but a lot of people are worried, and me too. I'm the kind of person where if I can't find that one colored marker, I'm gonna not be happy. So if that seems stressful, I grabbed some of the dot stickers from our calendar essentials or color coding packs, any of those. And you can just put your sticker there. And then when you're done, you can tuck your stickers right in that back pocket. And then you never have to worry about losing a marker or not having the color that you need for your little track. My last thing in this book that I wanted to share with you guys Everything we've talked about so far has kind of been yearly, at least for in here. But I also think that it's fun to do monthly tracking with the month, right? So like in January, in the January tab of my planner, having a monthly tracker there. So I took this note section and I split it in half down the middle. And so I have my water goal there. So if I made 72 ounces or more, it's that dark blue. If I'm 48 to 72 ounces, it's that teal. And if I got less than 48, it's this really light blue. And so this way I can track and keep my stuff right with my month. Super easy. And it doesn't have to be super fancy. I tried with some cursive letters at the top. I did it in pencil first and then lightly erased it, but we can all practice, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for your planner. It can be for your eyes only. But I thought it would be nice to share with you guys, Meredith's inspirational and aspirational work, but then also maybe something that's a little more relatable to those of us who are not letterers. I want to be a letterer. And we also have freebie printables on our website to practice lettering.
Yeah, we do. I was going to say there's also bullet journal spreads that you can practice lettering every single day.
That sounds like a lot, but it sounds like something you could definitely track in your habit tracker.
Yep.
All right, so tell us about which spread you decided to go with, Mary.
So I went with the daily highlights. Because who is it, Jessie? I really liked what she said about the gratitude jar and all that. So
yeah,
I thought that would be a cute spread, and I'll fill it in throughout the month with good things that happened, or good thoughts, or acts of kindness, even.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so good to start the beginning of the year with all that gratitude and trying to find all the good things.
Yep, definitely.
Begin it on a high note.
Yes, setting good intentions for the year.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I also have my my fun giant planner. This is my 8.5 by 11 soft cover that I decorate for videos. And so I wanted to take a whack at a reading list. And when I was looking online, I saw a lot of different inspiration things here too. So this is my fun washi tape tracker. So instead of worrying about a ruler or measuring or markers or any of that, I just took washi tape and lined it up with the lines that were already printed. Because in the 8.5 by 11, you get multiple pages of just lines in the front. There's like 10 sides, like I think there's like 5 or 6 actual pages, double-sided lines. So much like room to work with. So I made my own little reading list. So I have a spot here for my book title, the date that I start reading it, any notes, how long it took me to finish. And I just took a ruler and guessed halfway. But I just thought this was a fun way to add some color and some print without having to worry about if you feel like drawing or if you feel like you're a good drawer or any of that. So that's one way. But if you're like, well, I don't need all the like crazy frills, I just need the list for my reader, we have a reading list for the freebie on our website. That's what kind of inspired me. So book title, beginning and end date, notes, and then also the star rating. I love that. And I added some stickers at the top just because. But if you're like, well, I want something in the middle, I want a printable, but I want it to still be fun. The other one, the last one I printed that I wanted to share with you is this one that we have on the website that's a bookshelf. So I like pre-colored in the bookshelf with my markers. And then for this, you can just write the title of the book right on the spine. And I just thought that was so cute. Such a fun way to add that in without, taking a lot of time, but you can still kind of customize it and make it maybe themed if you love fantasy books or romancy books or you love a good murder mystery, you could theme out your coloring, right? Or even if you wanted to take this as a base, you could chop off the to read part and you could make it like podcast or audiobook or whatever you want to fit whatever you're doing. I think that's so fun. I'm very curious for everyone that's watching. Do you habit track already? I'd love to see in the comments if you guys are avid habit trackers. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not, but I'm going to try because this was so much fun researching for this. But in general, I have not habit tracked as a regular. Do you habit track, Mary?
No, not I like always have the intention of doing it, and I'll like make a really cute spread like this, and then it'll last for about 7 days, and then I forget to go back and mark it.
So maybe what we really need, Mary, is a weekly habit tracker.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought about doing that too. I don't know about you, but I very rarely plan stuff like in my planner for Sundays. So I
Yeah.
thought about that on either the like in the vision planner, how it has like our vision planners have the vertical. So you could like take Sunday if you don't use it and do a tracker there.
Yeah,
Or even
definitely.
in the regular layouts, you could take that bottom section is pretty big for like one day. You could still put in some chores and stuff and use the bottom for a tracker, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, that's always my meal prep day, so I could technically like do some
Mhm.
sort of like meal planner in that space. That would be cool for like the following week.
Yeah. Maria said she's definitely going to try to habit track. I love that. I can only see Facebook user, but someone else sent us a comment that says that they track sometimes like water and vitamins. I love that. Kim asked how I add the freebies. So Kim, what I did, depending on the size that you're looking for, when you're on the website, you can just download the freebies from that freebie page. It's either at the very top and it's also at the very bottom of the website. So if you just download that page, you can just print it out. For some of them, I print them out full size, and then in some of them, when the printer preview part like came up on my screen, I changed it to like 60% scale, and that's what let me have it so that it was smaller, like these. And then I just taped, I use double-sided tape, but you could also just use liquid glue. But these are just taped right into the lined pages of my planner. Or if you're somebody, we spend a lot of time and energy on these front pages, but if you're somebody who has a different system that you use maybe for your bill tracking, you could print something out and cover over this page if you needed to make it work for you.
Did you mention using sticker paper too?
I didn't. I love
So
that.
if you have sticker paper on hand or like label paper, you can actually print our printables directly on sticker paper and then cut it to size and then just peel and stick it right in your planner. I've seen
Yeah.
a bunch of people in the community that have been doing that lately, and it looks like perfect. It looks like it was like built into the planner.
Yeah, we did. You showed me that trick, and we printed some out when we did our vision boards. So if anybody wants to see like what that looks like in action, you can check out our vision board live. It's pinned in our group, in our Facebook community. But yeah, I love that idea. It made it very smooth. But I also have one of these little tape runner guys
Yeah,
from
those
the
are
craft
awesome.
store, and I just use that to tape it in, so I don't have to worry about liquid glue. I'm heavy-handed with liquid glue, so I know myself. I'll make a mess. Um, Something else I wanted to mention too that I think is like it's not necessary, but I think it's helpful because for me, if I know it's not in my natural tendency to habit track. So I want to make it as easy as I can for myself to do that. So I might have stopped at the craft store today in preparation, just in case there was anything else I needed. And I got one of these little pencil cases like you have for school for like $1. And
Yes.
so I put my washies and my new markers that I might have also bought today all
Cute.
in here in one thing. So then I can just have this and like my planner together. And when I go at the end of the night or when I get home from work, I can just grab everything and sit at my spot. And everything I need is all in one. The markers that are the colors that I know I'm going to want are right here. And this is why I bought these. This is so silly, and we're in no way affiliated with this company. But
Are
these are,
those the dot ones?
yes,
I
they're
have
dot
those too. They're
markers.
so good.
It doesn't seem like it would be like I don't know. It
No,
doesn't
they're
seem like it would
great.
be a big deal, but it's so fun. So this little monthly tracker I did with the dots, and with this, literally, it's like a spongy
Yes.
little circle. And so all you have to do is hold it. This would be a lot easier if I could do it down on my desk. And you just, it makes a perfect circle. And you can
Yeah,
just
I
dot,
love
dot
those.
away. And it
They're
also
so
has a
nice.
normal marker on the other side, to be fair. But I saw the dots and I was like, I have to have these right now.
I had the same thought.
At least I know I'm not alone. I found my people.
Yeah.
Um,
They're somewhere over there in my stack of planner things.
yeah,
I
it's
have
like
like
a
a
little
whole
creepy.
like fabric basket just filled with washi and pens and markers and all the things.
So these, someone's asking for the name. These I just grabbed at Michael's. These are the Artist Loft, like Michael's brand. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon or like a lot of other places too. But if you look up dot marker, that's I just got them at Michael's. And then someone was asking about the tape runner. So it is double-sided tape, and the way it works, the reason they call it a runner is you just hold it up to your paper
Oh, that was
and you like slide it along, and it puts your adhesive right on it. So it's double-sided tape without being like something you have to cut strips of. But if you have regular double-sided tape, that's also fine. And then I grabbed all these fun washies that look like our like boho greenery and
Oh
eucalyptus
yeah, cute.
patterns. So I'm pretty sure Michelle's going to try to steal those from me. When she sees these, she's going to want them.
I was gonna say you can't see it on my desk, but I have these like cute little baskets that
Oh,
like they like pop apart and whatever, but
yeah.
they're like great for storing washi and pens and stuff. I
Yep.
love them.
Yeah, I
Very
found
cute.
the perfect containers at Target that hold my mild liners like perfectly flat, and it makes me happy.
Oh yes,
My
love
mild
that.
liners. I have a lot of them. Also wanted to say for anybody who is watching from YouTube or our Facebook page, if you are not already, please look into our Facebook community. It's the Bloom Daily Planners community on Facebook. It is private, so you have to answer some questions and then we'll let you in. Just, general guideline kind of questions. But there we have guides to of all different stuff. So we have inspiration for all those front pages, vision boards. But I was looking and we do have some really cool habit tracker and dot journaling guides in there. So I wanted to shout out a couple people. Erin has some really cool health trackers. So like steps, water, miles run in a month, like that kind of thing. Nikki from Carrie Grace has the most amazing zone cleaning tracker page where it looks like a house. It's so cute. I love it. And then she has all the different zones broken out for us. And then Patricia has two. She did a password keeper, like Meredith was saying earlier. And she also did a cleaning schedule. And it's these really cool, like circle bubbles, where it's not like, it doesn't look super colorful and crazy. It's a little more graphic, but I just loved it. So those are just some of the guides or some of the examples of what are in our guides. So if you haven't checked those out, please go do that. And if you have ideas or want to share your inspiration, like what your habit tracker looks like, we would absolutely love to see it in there so we can add it to the guides for everybody else to see. Love that. Oh, I love your stars, Mare. That's so pretty.
Thank you.
Daily highlights. There were some other freebies on our website that I wanted to just talk about really quickly. We do have just a very straightforward habit tracker that's just like a list and then the grids. So it's multiple habits all on one sheet. So if you want to take the guesswork out of it, you can just print that right off and be good to go. We also have a cleaning checklist, a monthly tasks. We do have our own password keeper page that you can print out. And then we also have like a goal one that's daily goals and rewards. And I love a good reward for achieving a goal, doing a habit. Nothing motivates me quite like a reward. So those are all available for free on our website. And yeah, when I was researching, Mary, tell me, you did a lot of research looking in to get some ideas. Where's your favorite place to get inspiration for these kind of things?
Yeah, definitely mainly Pinterest. It's just there's so many people on there with so many inspiration. Um, and also I guess Instagram too. There's a pretty big bullet journal community on Instagram as well that if you just search like hashtag bullet journal or hashtag booho, you'll find tons and tons and tons of ideas. So those are like my main two that I look at.
Yeah, I was on Pinterest or I was on Instagram and TikTok a bunch this weekend trying to find ones. And there was like a ton there too. I looked up like bullet journal habit tracker, like all as one thing. And there were so many. And some of them are people creating, but some of them are just people using theirs and like filling them out, which was also kind of like satisfying, like ASMR almost, like
Yeah.
watching somebody like cross out all their habits for the day and you wanted to be like, good job, go you. Some other things that I wrote down because I was like, well, I feel like when I see habit trackers, I think of, mostly fitness or like finance. But I was like, I wonder how many different things I can find. So I'm gonna just break through some, like run through some of the things that I found on there. I found under fitness, I found step trackers, meal prep, workout, and like PRs. So somebody was doing like a thermometer style where it like increases. So it was like they could do 10 push-ups without stopping, and then 20, and then 30, and then 40. And they were like tracking as they could do more. I really liked that. Um, for wellness, there's meditation trackers, which I think we have one of those on our website too. The amount of time people were reading a day, sleeping hours, mood trackers, water, vitamins, skincare. I know I'm really bad about remembering to do my skincare, so maybe having to fill out a little box or knowing that I couldn't fill it out would keep me on track. Under finance, someone said, I need a social media tracker. I wonder if that's in a good way or a bad way. Like, do you need to stay off of social media or are you trying to remember to like post to social media? Because both of those could be very valid trackers. I'm curious on that one. For finance, one that I thought was really fun were the no spend days. So how many days did they spend like besides normal like bills and stuff? How many days did they not have any like excess spending? Working towards saving or debt payments. Under hobbies, I did see people talking about like an Instagram tracker, like posting something where they were doing like maybe Instagram stories, something they were working on being more consistent. So they were tracking that. Or crafting or drawing for a certain amount each day. I saw a lot of cleaning, a lot of no takeout nights. I liked that idea. I saw weather tracking. I don't know, Meredith, have you ever seen those people that do like temperature blankets?
Yes.
It was like that, but in a tracker form. So like each day for the weather blankets, each day of the year, you have all these different colored yarns that are coded to temperature ranges. And then at the end of the year, you can see how the temperatures like fluctuated through the year. But somebody had that as a habit tracker. So at the end of her whole year, she could see like blue to red how the temperature changed. I thought that was so cute. I also saw somebody printed out like a map of the US and was using it to track their travel. One of their big goals was to travel to all these different states this year. So they were marking that like a habit tracker. I thought that was a cool thing to do. I don't know if that's really habit, but it's still tracking. I think it counts. And then, yeah, I saw somebody doing a happy moments or grateful list for like each day, writing down your happy moment or what you were most grateful for. And also a word of the day. And I really liked
I
that.
saw that one.
Yeah,
I almost did that one too.
I thought they were just so cute and like really sweet. And that seems less intimidating to me in some ways than like if I knew I wasn't doing my steps or I was having like a rough month, it might be like, why even bother opening it? But I feel like for something like happy moments or grateful, I'd be more likely to try to open and think of something to put. I also just remembered there's one other spot that I forgot to mention. In our vision planners, it's down here. In our large planners, I have it, it's up here. But a lot of our planners have the healthy habits little grid. And this you can put, it's a weekly grid and you can put whatever different habits you want. So if it's like one load of laundry a day, I think healthy is subjective. So whatever, if it helps your mental health, if it helps your health of like your home, if it doesn't have to just be exercising, that counts as like a healthy habit in my opinion. So one load of laundry a day, and then you can just take, you know, I'm gonna take one of my new dot markers and we can just dot in the other way. Sorry, guys, it's reversed for me. So one load of laundry a day, you can put each of your things, and then with your dots, you can just track all the way across for your week. And I
Those
love
dot
that because you can
markers
switch
are
it up.
so perfect for that.
I know, right? It's like the perfect size for that
Yeah.
circle. Now we're gonna have to get on Michelle to help us find some dot markers and to the website. All right, so tell me about your highlights. Are you doing like every other day is colored
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's not going perfectly, but yeah, I'm trying to do like every other day is like a different line.
Yeah,
Or I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
like
Each day,
alternating colors.
yeah, each day alternates colors. Just I feel like visually it like helps break it up. Um,
I love it.
yeah. I'm just using my clear little ruler to try to get it lined up.
Okay, Jesse. Jesse said, where can I find the password tracker in the zone? So the zone cleaning was a inspiration from one of our community members. So if you're in the community, let me see if I can pull this up, Jesse, to show you. Okay, this is the community. Okay, so when you're, I'm forgetting I'm not facing the right way. When you're in the community, if you go to guides, right under, right at the top, it says guides, and you can scroll through. It's got like digital, vision planner. If you go to guide number 4 is habit tracking. And so we have some different habit tracking inspiration. Um, I know I saw Nikki's on here earlier. There we go. So that's how Nikki did her zone cleaning with her little house setup. So
I love
definitely go
that.
check out. Yeah, right. It's so cute. And you can tell that's just easy, like with a ruler, just marking it
Yeah,
out.
just
So
boxes,
definitely,
yeah.
yep, definitely go check that out in the guides. And then this was Patricia's one that had those circles. Sorry for the glare. I just loved that for like a clean the house. It's so cute and like that graphic circle style. I love it. So that's where you can get that cleaning, zone cleaning inspiration. And then for if you need the password tracker from our website, when you're in the freebie page, let's see, we have all of our planning printables. Right, and now I'm looking for it. I'm not gonna see it. It might be, there's a couple other tabs. So we have like a general tab, and then we have our like health and wellness has some of our, like there's a meditation tracker in there. I actually literally looked at it right before we started. I'll find the link, Jesse, and I will literally leave it in the comments for you. As soon as I find it, I will leave it right there for you because it's, I know it's just my brain right now. Isn't finding it. So yeah, I'll get on it for you. Oh, we got Kay's here. Kaylin's in the comments. One of our lovely co-founders. She says she loves your header, Mare. Daily highlights.
Thank you.
All of those downloads on our website are free. So they're just free printables that we have to support our planner community. Sometimes we use them, to be honest, to kind of like test out and see what people are loving to decide what stuff we might add on or build from. So if you have requests, you can always reach out to us or write a post in the community. We'd love feedback. We'd love inspiration. So please, please, please go grab whatever you need and then give us some feedback on how it worked for you or share how you used it so we can add it to the guides for somebody else. But yeah, it's we love those pages and we hope that you guys will take advantage of them for whatever you can.
Also, we do take requests sometimes. Whenever me or the other designer, Jen, get a second, we will whip up whatever printable you need.
Well, there you go. Put in your requests for Mare. We'll keep her really busy. I'm going to guess that's Michelle. I'm going to guess Michelle is saying that she's here too. She had late bedtime duty and she would like us to, you guys to give us all the freebie printable ideas. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry. We have freebie Fridays. Every other Friday, we send out an email to our subscriber list for every Friday. It's just a different freebie printable, and they're different than the ones that are on the website. So if you love that idea and you're game for having some new different trackers to test out or different lists or just fun downloads to have, we try to keep them a little seasonal, so it kind of switches up through the year. But 100%, definitely check that out. Make sure you're subscribed to the email list if you would like a freebie Friday email. Thank you. Who I think is Michelle.
It's probably Jen or Michelle.
Yeah. Well, it's the late solo bedtime duty is what's making me think it's something else that I want to talk about while Mare is finishing her, it's her. While Mare is finishing her layout is we have a schedule for lives to officially share with you guys. So the first Wednesday and the third Monday of every month. So I'll make sure that I'm posting in the community on the page so you know exactly what the dates are. But the first Wednesday and the third Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to go live for 2024. So our next dates will be Wednesday, February 7th and Monday, February 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The 7th, the first one, the Wednesday of the month, I'm going to try to have it be a little more formal and informative. Things like our vision boarding or our front page walkthrough that we did. But I'm also very open to what information that should be about. So if you have requests, if you have questions, please leave them either in the community or in comments on these videos, and I will source from there, or I'll definitely be putting up some polls in the community as well. So you guys can vote on what content you'd like to see next. And then the second one, the Monday live, is going to be this style of casual plan with me. And we're going to bring on a different guest every month. So this week we have Meredith, one of my co-Bloom girls. But in February, we're actually going to have one of our community members joining us. And I'm so excited. I'm going to announce who it is in February. But I'm very excited. And I think it'll be really fun to kind of switch it up. If you would like to be a person on our live, if you want to come hang out with me for a plan with me, you can email me. It's Caitlin at bloomdailyplanners.com. I would love to hang out with you live. Mare was a little nervous, but I'm pretty sure I made it as painless as possible.
You definitely did. As an introvert, I appreciate you talking most of the time.
Yep, I can do that. If you're watching and you're like, well, I want to talk more than Meredith, I promise I can also be a good listener. But yeah, I think it'll be really fun. And that way you guys will know when the lives are coming. You can plan around it or make sure that you put a notification on it so that you can watch the replay if you know you're busy that night. But yeah, I'm just excited to build up this part of it. And it's so much fun to be able to interact with you guys more. So yeah, this is super fun. So Mary, are you just numbering your
Yep,
days?
I'm just going through numbering the days, and then I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Pretty quick and easy one.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to make your page the whole screen, but it might take my mic away. So we'll try it for a minute just so they can see a closer view.
Okay.
And if I have to, then I'll come back. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Nope, now I can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh wait, there you are.
Perfect. I was like, oh, I'm not saying anything. Your desk just looks so pretty.
I know, I set it up just for this live. I was like, I need some greenery over here. I have a candle, but I decided not to light it. But I've got all my markers and things, my little washi tapes. Also, I just want to say these things are great. They're like a tape dispenser, but for washi, and it has like a jagged edge to be able to like, yeah, like amazing. Just from Amazon.
We're very bad enablers. If you're tracking for a no spend day, we apologize now.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I have all the planner accessories. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I was gonna say if you could hold it up just a little higher so we can see. I love it. I think that's so cute. And that's in our dot journal, right? So you just follow the dots.
Yep, this is our dot journal. I've not decorated the front yet, but we'll get there. Yeah. Maybe that'll be another live. Maybe I'll do the cover live. Yeah. But yeah, here's my daily highlights.
I think this one specifically would be one that would translate well to a lined paper as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Lined pages at the front of the planners.
Yep.
If you don't have the dot journal, because it just has those long literal lines. So you could just number and decorate the top and you'd be good to go. Perfect.
Yep. So that's it. Just gonna erase some of my pencil lines here.
Perfect. All right. Well, while Mira erases, I'm gonna wrap it up for you guys. Yeah, there you go. Michelle put in here for me. Email me Caitlin at bloomdailyplanners.com. If you want to come plan with me, I would super appreciate it. I also have some people in mind, so don't be surprised if you get a message from me. I've been keeping track of everyone who's been participating in the community. All of us would love to say a huge shout out to all of our wonderful community members, everybody who's recently joined, especially, at the end of last year, start of this year. The community has just like skyrocketed. Our comments and the likes and the hearts and all of your posts have been so amazing. We appreciate when you guys get vulnerable with us, and the support you guys give to us when we share has just been outstanding. Being a newer Bloom girl, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I logged in over the summer for the first time. And I have just been blown away. There's just so many amazing people in that community. So if you're one of them, thank you, thank you. And if you are not, please go put in a request. I'll be checking immediately after this. I can let everybody in. Just say that you heard about it from our live. But it's a great place for support and inspiration. And yeah, just keep it coming. We definitely want to know what you guys want to see, both in lives and just in product and in support in the community itself. So yeah, I hope you guys had a lot of fun getting some inspiration on different ways you can track anything, not even, doesn't even have to be a habit, just tracking in general. Um, yeah, this was super fun. We'll be back on February 7th with another more formal video, and I'll be putting in some polls in the community to help us figure out what the topic will be. As soon as we have one, I will announce an official topic with an agenda so we can start planning, because that's what we do. We're planner girls. And yeah, until then, guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. If you make a tracker after this, please leave us a post or tag us on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or wherever so we can see it and we can share it out. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much to Meredith for coming to hang out with me.
Thank you for having me.
Great.
This is so fun.
Perfect. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.